Lisa K. Donner here for Liberty Nation, and today the talk is Brit politics, a teachable moment, with political machinations echoing from one side of the Atlantic to the other, and with perhaps the not-so-surprising announcement that British Prime Minister Theresa May is stepping down. The UK is about to get a new Prime Minister, and unlike the States, the procedure seems, well, somewhat strange. To help us understand what's happening, to explain a little more in the process, we brought a real live Brit in. Managing editor Mark Angelides. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we know that there's going to be a new PM, but why is there no GE, which is general election? Can you explain how all this works?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the UK, it's very different to the American system. We don't vote for a leader. We vote for a party. Now, so in the UK, for example, the two leading parties for the last 100 years have been the Conservative Party and the Labour Party under Jeremy Corbyn, who I'm sure you all know about. But what's happened is, because Theresa May is the leader of the Conservative Party, now she was put in place as leader by the Conservative Party. That includes the members in the House of Commons, so the elected MPs, and of course the wider membership, who are the regular Jills and Joes in public, who just happen to be card-carrying members. Now, with the now that Theresa May's stepping down, this means that the Conservatives within Parliament have had a chance to put their names forward to become the new Prime Minister, and that got whittled down from I think it was 5 contenders down to the last 2. Now, when it's down to the last 2, this then goes out to the wider membership. As I say, the regular Jills and Joes out in the public who are card-carrying members of the party. And right now, they're putting their votes in for whoever's going to be the new Prime Minister. So it's the party that's in power, not the Prime Minister. So they can change Prime Ministers as often as they like.
Sorry to interrupt. How long do the Jills and Joes have to get their votes in? Is it like well, go ahead, just tell me.
It's about 3 weeks.
Oh.
It's about 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's all done via post because, you know, they're very 21st century.
Right. And so is this why someone like Nigel Farage is not running for Prime Minister?
Absolutely right, Lisa. That's although some recent polling shows that Nigel Farage's new Brexit party, in some polls, is at the top. So if there were a general election, now, because of how the constituencies are made up in the UK, he may win the most % of votes across the country, but that doesn't mean he'll get the most amount of seats and be able to form a party, to form a majority party. But this is
kind of like what you bitch about with the Electoral College, right?
Similar, yeah. So for now, there is no election open for a new party to be leading the country. There's only a place for a new Prime Minister within the party that's already running. Although there's a very good chance that come next year, Boris Johnson will, as we say in the UK, he'll go back to the country and ask for a general election. And then there'll be an opportunity for the other parties to become the leading party.
All right, so you're leading the questioner here. The 2 contenders, we have Boris Johnson and Jeremy Hunt. You just gave it away. It looks like Boris Johnson's in for the win. Is that right?
I've got to be fair. It really looks like it. The betting odds have him as a 1-33, which I don't know how up on your gambling you are, but that's about as good odds as you're ever going to get. Whereas Jeremy Hunt is at 14-1. So it's pretty much a shoo-in. But here's the thing. There's actually something quite suspect about what's been happening. Now, last year, Aaron Banks, who was he's quite a wealthy donor, and he donated a lot of money to UKIP when it was under Nigel Farage. Now, he encouraged many UKIP supporters or just general voters last year to go out and join the Conservative Party as members, because he suspected that come this year, there'd be a leadership election, and this would be their opportunity to vote for somebody that they think will give Brexit will actually achieve Brexit, because obviously the Conservative Party is divided between Remainers and Leavers. And so he encouraged what we call entryism, for many people to go out, get memberships, so they could be ready for this last 3 weeks and cast a vote for the more Brexit supporting contender. So yeah, it looks like, because Boris does appear to be the more Brexit friendly proposition, he'll be getting all those votes from not just the traditional Tory members who are quite Brexit leaning, but also the ones who are, let's say, hardcore Brexiteers, who are willing to do just about anything for Brexit. And so he's got them backing him as well.
So in a nutshell, 30 seconds or less, give us the high points of Boris's politics.
Okay, Boris was the mayor of London, which he did surprisingly well. He's known as a bit of a character. He's quite a colourful chap. He's supportive of President Trump, being the president of America. He's at least nominally pro-Brexit. He campaigned for Brexit in the end. And yeah, he's determined that when the deadline rolls round on October 31st, that come hell or high water, Britain's leaving the EU.
All right, so the Mark Angelides betting odds that Boris will take Britain out of the EU?
They're not quite as sure as the odds of him being Prime Minister. It's a very tricky question, because Boris has either an opportunity to do incredibly well, or to destroy the Conservative Party. If he fails to take Britain out of the EU, the Conservative Party will be in the wilderness for at least another 10 years without a chance of winning an election.
All right,
so
I'm going to give you a number. Come on, give.
All right, let's say it'll be 3-1 against that he doesn't.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Mark Angelides, managing editor, hailing from the UK, talking about the UK. We shall see, and we'll hold your feet to the fire. For the rest of you who have been viewing this video, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click LibertyNation.com, where truth is making a comeback, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a nice day.